Hi, my name is Angel.
And this is Jonathan, and this is EHS Today.
Welcome to EHS, and thank you for joining for us. We will start off by the upcoming events for April.
First, on the 14th to the 15th, there will be a spring play called Girl Who Kills Monsters, which will start at 7 p.m.
And on the 19th, there will be no school due to the music fest. Good luck to the band, choir, and orchestra students.
On Friday the 21st in the morning, we have Aces in the Community and a college and career fair.
In the afternoon, seniors will be recognized at the O Places You Go event on the front lawn, and a senior faculty basketball game will be happening during 7th hour. Be sure to buy your tickets in advance.
Finally, on April 26th is the Blue Carpet Senior Gala happening in the East Auditorium starting at 7 p.m.
Now, we will cut to sports with Demarion, where he interviewed the boys' tennis team.
Hello Aces, I'm Demarion and I'm here with the sports announcements. Starting us off on April 13th, there will be a girls soccer game at East starting at 4 p.m. and our girls swimming and diving team has a meet at Heights at 5 p.m. The next day on the 14th, there will be a track meet in Manhattan at 3 p.m. On April 17th, the boys varsity golf team has a meet starting at 3 p.m. at Auburn Hills Golf Course. On April 18th, the boys tennis team has a match at 4 p.m. at South, and our baseball team has games at 4:30 and 6 o'clock p.m. at McAdams Park. Also on Tuesday, softball plays at 5 and 6 p.m. at TRYC, while our girls soccer team plays at Southeast starting at 6:30 p.m. That's it for our sports announcements. Now to our story. I got to talk with one of our tennis coaches, and here's how it went.
What's your name?
I'm Coach Cusick.
How long have you been coaching for?
This is my first year at East, but my third year coaching overall.
What got you into tennis?
I have played for my whole life. My older cousins played and just kind of stuck with it. I was good at it, so I kept playing.
Have you always coached here at East High, or have you coached any other teams?
I've coached tennis here at East, girls and boys, but I've also coached basketball in the past.
Do you plan on coaching for a while?
I do. I hope to coach as long as I can. I really enjoy it.
How do you think the East Side tennis team is doing so far?
Really good. This season we are undefeated. We are 3-0 so far. We have some really big matches coming up in the next couple of weeks though, so hopefully those go as well.
Is there anything else you'd like to say?
I think that's all. Go Aces.
Thanks for watching. Now back to our anchors.
Good luck to our boys tennis team this season.
Now, let's go to Cyrus to hear more about the spring play happening this weekend.
Hey Blue Aces, Cyrus Morris here with Cam Hodge, the lead role in the upcoming play called She Kills Monsters. How are you today?
I'm doing great.
So, can you tell me what is this play about?
Okay, so basically it's about this woman named Agnes Evans, and she's just a very average person, so much so that she even pleads for her life to be less boring, so all of her family dies in a car crash. And basically, she finds her little sister's D&D module, homemade game made by her little sister, and she takes it to this guy named Chuck, who basically runs the entire game for her, and it's basically her embarking on adventures with her little sister Tilly and her friends to get to know her sister a lot better when she didn't get to really know her when she was in the real world.
Interesting. So can you tell me about your character and just tell me more, please?
Okay. So I'm Tilly Evans, Agnes's little sister, and basically Tilly is just a really average teenager, but she kind of groups more within the nerds and the geeks. She loves D&D. Everybody knows that she loves D&D, and in the play in D&D, she's a paladin who's just this big knight, and she's a very high-level character. But she still has the characteristics of when she was in real life, teenagery, snippy, and very emotional. But she's so fun to play and very awesome.
So you're a senior this year, so are you planning to pursue theater in your future?
I do. Not so much so in the education route, but I plan to do community theater, take some classes. I'm going to OU next year, so they have a really good theater program. So I hope to still keep learning without all the pressure of it as like a major or something. But yes, I do.
That is absolutely great. Thank you so much, Blue Aces, for tuning in. I'll see you then.
Be sure to check out the play this weekend, Aces.
Finally, let's go to Tommy, who will be sharing a movie review with us.
Hi, I'm Tommy, and I'm here to talk to you today about one of the greatest films of this decade, Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. Puss in Boots, I hear you say. Puss in Boots wasn't the best movie. What are you even on? And yes, I hear those complaints, even though they are a little hurtful. But listen, it's a fantastic movie. And here's why. Number one, the animation. The animation is so good, you guys. It's so crisp and clean, and everything moves so smoothly. There's something about the way everything is animated to their fullest, rendered to the max. There's not a single asset of this movie that was not paid attention to, nay, cared for. Don't even get me started on the fight scenes. Just mwah, perfection. Second you see those frames start to drop, you know you're in for a treat. Number two, the art style. Ugh, don't even get me started on the art either. It's actually cartoony now. Cannot explain to you the emotions I had when I first saw Puss's face in that first scene with him. And the beauty of this art isn't even limited to the characters either. Sure, they all look fantastic, like such an upgrade from the original Shrek counterparts, but the way it translates into the scenery is just as important. The landscapes, beautiful. The cities and interiors of the buildings, immaculate. The final set that is the last wishing star, peak. Number three, the characters. Every single character is so entertaining and fun. Puss in the Gang that will eventually be called, no lie, Team Friendship are so fun to watch. I never got tired of watching them interact with one another, grow up together, and just overall embark on this surprisingly super extreme mission together. They're such a fun little group, and I honestly can't wait to see more of them. Goldie and her family of bears always make for fantastic comedic relief, and extremely heart-wrenching moments of angst sometimes, too. Their dynamic as somewhat of a dysfunctional family is so entertaining to watch unveil on the big screen, and eventually makes for a really sweet moment at the end. And then you have the villains. Jack Horner is single-handedly one of the scariest and most comedic villains I have seen in a long, long time. With his grandma bag of magical items that can kill you in 1 second flat, he immediately makes himself known as an entertaining villain that is both a threat and a great source of laughs. And then you have Death. Straight up. He is nothing short of terrifying. He is the personification of death, after all, and the second you hear his whistle, you're always alert for it. There are times in the soundtrack and score where you will swear you hear it. But did you? Or is that the fear of death kicking in for you as well? And that's all the time I have! Puss in Boots is so good! Thank you for joining me in this segment of movie reviews, and go watch Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, okay? Bye!
Thanks, Tommy.
That's all we have for today, Aces. Thanks for watching.